Learning Japanese is so much fun and so easy. Kanji are easy as well. I mean, obviously this means one. How easy! Well, this is a bit more complicated, but I can see why field plus strength means men, as men do have a lot of strength and working on a field requires strength. What? Why? Why does this mean teeth? I guess I'll have to brute force memorize them, but that's probably as complicated as it's gonna get. You what? That means depression? Yeah, cause I'm gonna get it from all this. Hopefully this is finally it. What the When you study Japanese or Chinese long enough, you will eventually encounter characters like this. At first they may seem extremely complicated, but the original character in this case is just ha, which most of you studying these languages probably know. Or this is just oni, and this is just ki. So what exactly are these characters? They are commonly called cursive characters. In Japanese they are called kuzushiji or kuzushigaki, and in Chinese That's what I wanted to say. They may look like gibberish, but in reality are part of an organized system. Each part or radical of a kanji has an equivalent radical in the cursive writing style. These cursive radicals can and do combine in some interesting ways though, so that's something to look out for. Learning to read cursive writing is not as hard as it might appear at first. You do it by learning all of these radicals and then, through a bit of practice, actually reading them. While all of this, you have to keep in mind that there are different styles and not all cursive styles are the same. Some variation exists, but they are all based on the same principles. We are not going to go into different styles in today's video though. The important part is that within a cursive style there is a consistent system that gets used for all the characters, which helps you to recognize them in writing. To give you a few examples of what these radicals look like, let's go over some of the common ones in Japanese. A frequently used radical is gandare, which is normally written like this, but turns in cursive writing into this. Sum turns into this. Kane into this. If you want to know more about the cursive writing style of both Japanese and Chinese, then you can find a ton of links in the description below for further reading. Time is a valuable currency when it comes to language learning. Getting to a high level in any language takes a lot of time and effort. So is it worth to invest this time into learning to recognize cursive writing? This highly depends on what your goals are in the language, as well as what language you are studying in the first place. For Japanese, learning to read cursive characters has only a handful of benefits when it comes to everyday encounters with the language. You can find it being used on signs in temples, old writing, or store signs. Especially if you're interested in reading old literature, learning how to recognize cursive writing is necessary. If you're interested in this kind of material, the Keio University has a digital collection of Meiji-era literature and more. All of them are available in Ultra HD scans. For Chinese, learning to at least recognize cursive characters can be a bit more useful because some simplifications similar to those found in cursive characters can often be found in handwritten Chinese. Now, it's important to note that this is not the equivalent of true cursive writing, but some of the simplifications made will often resemble those found in a cursive script. There's also a wide variation in handwriting styles based on the individual, just like with European languages. And like with Japanese, this type of writing is also used for shops or hotels in Chinese as well. And particularly expensive shops and hotels because the font is seen as classy or posh. On another note, the handwriting of Mao Zedong, the founder of the modern Chinese state, is famous for its elaborate cursive style. So we can see that in your everyday life you will certainly on occasion come across these characters. But it's highly unlikely that you will ever be in a situation other than when they are used ceremoniously and as a decoration. So we would say, unless you're interested in digging into calligraphy or reading historical texts or poems written in a cursive style, there's no real reason why you would ever need to familiarize yourself with them. So whether you want to invest the time into learning to recognize this type of writing is totally up to you and depends on your goals and obviously preferences. Overall, the process of getting to a base familiarity is not that complicated and can be achieved with a bit of practice. So how would you go about learning how to recognize this type of writing? As mentioned initially, cursive writing uses a fixed system in which the normal radicals change to a cursive form and are written directly attached with other radicals. So getting the basic knowledge of how these radicals change and what they look like in cursive writing can help you to make the process of reading them afterwards easier. To help you out, we created an Anki deck that contains all the necessary radicals in their cursive form on the front of the card and the normal form on the back. For Chinese, we haven't made a deck like this yet, but you can use the resources we linked below to gather the information you need to create a deck like this yourself. So, once you go through this deck and have basic knowledge of the changes that happen to these radicals, the next step will be more enjoyable. For this, we can use our Migaku browser extension. The process is pretty easy. We will be reading subtitles like this. As you can see, our main subtitle line is written in cursive writing, and if we hover over this blurred writing down below, we can see the same line written in a normal font. This way, you can try to read the text first and then check your understanding against the original text. Over time, this will help you to get to know the characters and how they transform from the form you are used to the cursive style. So, how do we set this even up? First, we have to go to the settings of our browser extension. In the tab Text and Font, we can select the font we want to use for the main subtitle line. For Japanese, you should choose Kozan C, and for Chinese, this thing. The secondary subtitle line can stay as it is. Back to the show. And last thing you have to do is to go to the toolbar and set both the secondary and the main subtitle line to either Japanese or Chinese. That's it. With this, you can start practicing recognition of cursive handwriting. And in no time, you will be able to get to a high level just like we did after some practice.
Oh, show how well we can read this. Okay, no problem, man. どの場所にも空から降り立つことのできる彼らの日常はどんなものなのか?
Easy, right? Right.
Yeah, those, I mean, it's just CG. It's not a big deal, really.
You're right.
How about you show them a couple lines?
空から降り立つことのできる彼らの日常とはどんなものなのか?
今回は任務がない時の
今回は任務がない時の
平均的な空挺師団たちの長い一日について紹介します。
So it's not a big deal. I mean, it's a little bit, it's a little bit, but
once you get used to it, that's really easy.
Yeah, it's not big. Yeah, not a big deal. Once you get, once you do that radical deck, it's just easy.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. It's easy.
Yeah. Totally. But I can already tell the first one is donna.
Yeah, donna.
Funi?
That's so easy.
Oritatsu.
I'm not even gonna say it. It's okay. Nimo.
Omotomeru.
Champen wa.
どんなものなのか。
日本とはどんなものなのか。That's 日本, right? No, is it 日本とはどんなものなのか?
いえ。
No, I don't.
I don't.
know.
I don't think so. No, no, no. Okay,
Okay, let's see. Yeah, just
ど
hover
んな
over.
場所にも空から降り立つことのできる
Hey, I got oritatsu, yo.
彼らの日常とは
ことのできる
どんなものなのか。
できる日常とはどんなもの Oh wow, yeah, that was easy. That was
Okay.
easier than I thought it'd be. Alright, let's
Yeah,
go.
well,
Next one.
What the?
Taiwan. I don't know.
がいい
What is
no.
Kari something. Is that Kari
It looks like kai. Kai.
Kamu?
kai は
が考え
が
It's so hard, it's insane. Oh no, it's ima.
今回は
I'm just looking at the blurry text and trying to read that. It's easier.
Don't 今回は
Is it今回 Oh yeah, 今回は Yeah, 今回は something mu. That's like Gyomu no mu, I think. The second character. Do you see it's like 今回は Do is it or it could be like do the first one.
I will just look.
Ah, that's
今回は任務がない時の
Nimu. Hey, I got the mu right. Nimu がない時の Okay, okay. One more, are we good?
いやいやいや
任務がない時の
What the heck?
く
So Toki
これは
again, right?
Kuni.
That's no, that wasn't
時
Toki.
国の一日について
Soda, I remember that soda,
します
that crazy looking one. This is impossible. And this is bloody impossible, man. Dan, I mean, I see Dan. It's like something.
Yeah,
something
Dan.
So it's like, what kind of Dan are in the military? And then, but there's also another Dan. Ooh.
一日について
You sh-
一日 is the same as before. I can see it again. There's 一日について
Where?
in the middle.
I don't even see. Oh, in the middle. Yeah, ichinichi tsuite. Yeah, so yeah, okay.
一日について
And then what's
しま
after? Is that kan? Kan?
No, we have something like done and 一日 Okay, I'll look.
Alright, that's it. That's it.
平均的な空挺師団たちの長い一日について紹介します。
Shokai. Hey, I got the Dan right. That was pretty good.
Yay!
Yeah, nice. All right, I think that shows all we
We
need
did
to
it.
show. Yeah, I think it's clear, it's evident now.